Well, how are you all this morning? You're doing good? Yeah? Well, Lily mentioned my stole. You see what it's got on it? All these animals. Why do you think that is?
Because today was
Today was bringing
bringing my pets.
your pets day. Do you know why we bring our pets?
Because we want to worship them.
Because we want to worship with them. Saint Francis is the saint whose feast we celebrate today. And his window is right over there in the South Transept. Can you see it? He's got bluebirds with him and a staff, it looks like. He's wearing brown robes because he was a friar. Yeah, that's the St. Francis window. I encourage all of you, it's beautiful, to check it out later after the service. So one of the things that he discovered was that he could experience God by loving all of God's creation. And so when we celebrate the Feast of St. Francis, we have a blessing of the animals, and we bring our pets. These two were my dogs, Ursa and Gracie Rue, when my parishioner in Maine made this stole. And so she made sure that Ursa and Gracie Rue were on this stole for me, which was very sweet. It reminds me of them. They're now with God, which sometimes makes me a little sad, but they showed me so much love, just like Benny does now. And all these dogs show so much love to the owners who brought them. And Scout's in heaven, and Lana's in heaven too, huh? We have lots of dogs in heaven with the angels.
In our family.
Yep. And your grandma has a lot of cats. Well, these animals teach us something really important, don't they? They teach us about love. And as much as we love them, it reminds us of how God loves us. And that's so important. And our responsibility to take care of our dogs and our cats and our fish and our birds and our hermit crabs and all of them reminds us that we're called to take care of all of creation. So what are some of the ways you guys celebrate Earth Day in April, right? And you do some Earth Day things at school sometimes? You plant flowers and trees.
We get to eat, instead of bringing, other food, we have to bring, vegetables.
You bring vegetables to eat. What are some of the things you can do to care for the earth? Josie.
Use forks and knives that are made out of wood.
Yep, you could
And plant other trees for how many trees have got lost.
That's a great idea.
Making toilet paper and all that stuff.
Toilet paper and all the things, replacing trees to help make up for that. Yes, Isabel.
Pick up the litter in the ocean.
Pick up the litter in the ocean. That's so important too, isn't it? Yeah.
So riding maybe your bike to school instead of a car.
Riding your bike to school instead of a car. Such great ideas. Any other ideas? You want to give the grown-ups some ideas? Is that enough ideas? You got that, grown-ups? Yeah. Yeah, I think the future's in good hands. So when you're doing these things, remember, you're doing it as a prayer. You're doing it living out that promise, like Joseph mentioned, our call to steward all creation, that God asked us to take care of this beautiful earth God gave us and to share God's love in that way. Can you do that? So when you're recycling or you're picking up litter or anything like that, just say a little prayer and remember you're doing it to love God as well. Yep.
Like what in our school, me and Isabel, we have this thing called Coyote Cleanup Crew.
Coyote Cleanup Crew?
On Fridays, we clean up the whole school at lunch.
That's a great thing to do. So maybe this is something we can all have a coyote cleanup day. That's a great idea.